Welcome to Daily Current Affairs Analysis of Shankaray's Academy. Today we are going to discuss the current affairs of 5th of October 2025. Before going into the discussion, do not forget to subscribe to this channel because you will be getting relevant current affairs for the UPSC examination. And also comment if you have any doubts, share this to your friends. I am very happy to announce that we are starting a weekend batches for the most trusted test series, pre-storming. And this is available in all branches. Secure your seats now. What are the topics of discussion today? The first one would be corporate social responsibility and what are the legal mandates regarding it. Next is hydroelectric project and how it is disturbing the habitat of Nilgiri Tahr. And the third one would be Pradhan Mantri Dhan-Dhaanya Krishi Yojana and what are the criteria to it. And the fourth one would be Karnataka's Shakti scheme. And the last one, the topics which are specifically for the preliminary examination. The first topic we are going to discuss today is about corporate social responsibility, where a Coimbatore company has planted 3,500 plants under this corporate social responsibility. So this corporate social responsibility is basically a legal mandate under the Companies Act of 2013 for certain companies only, not for all companies. We will see what are the criteria. So here the responsibility of the company is to contribute to the social, environmental and economic development, and it should be beyond the profit making. That means it should not be for a profit, and it aligns business goals with the sustainable development. So what is the legal framework? So under section 135 of Companies Act of 2013, any company whose net worth is more than or equal to 500 crores or the turnover is more than or equal to 1000 crores and the net profit is more than or equal to 5 crore for the preceding financial year, then they have this corporate social responsibility. And the minimum spending should be 2% of average of net profits of the preceding 3 years. So this criteria, 2% of this criteria. And the areas under CSR would be anything that contributes to the societal development and the environmental conservation will come under this, like helping the veterans, disaster management, scientific development, or slum management, education, poverty alleviation. All these things will come under the corporate social responsibility. This can come under the prelims. Which of the following is eligible under the corporate social responsibility? And what are the significance? It improves the social capital of both the government and the companies because it is contributing to the environment and also the social development. And in this place, the companies and the government are coming hand in hand. That is, the public-private partnership is improved, and it will lead to inclusive growth. But the challenges include misuse and tokenism, because it is the question of compliance or voluntary spirit. So if compliance, the companies might try to evade the rules and regulation, but if it is voluntary, they will contribute more than what is minimum. So that is a major concept. Sometimes the short term projects, this is creating an instability among the people's trust. Now we will discuss a prelims question based on this. With reference to corporate social responsibility rules in India, consider the following. This specifies expenditures that benefit the company directly or its employees will not be considered as CSR activities, and it does not specify minimum spending. The first statement is right. If the company is spending it on self, that is the employees, or spending something to create profit, then it is not corporate social responsibility, because it is like the basis of the company. The company should protect its employees. That doesn't come under the corporate social responsibility. On the other hand, the first statement is right. On the other hand, the second statement, it does specify minimum spending, which is 2% of the average of 3 years net profit. In that case, second statement is not correct. So one only is the right answer. The topic we are going to discuss is about a hydroelectric project and how it is going to affect the habitat of a keystone species, Nilgiri Tahr. So we will be discussing what is this project and what is the importance of Nilgiri Tahr. So this project is of capacity 1000 megawatt, and we are talking about Upper Bhavani pumped storage hydroelectric project. So the developer is NTECL and the location is Nilgiri, is within 1 kilometer of Mukurthi National Park. Very important. So what it uses is the pumped storage hydropower using existing reservoirs. So when I say existing reservoirs, how does it function? That we will discuss. So regulatory process which is happening is they have given the given it for the environmental impact assessment, and the expert committee has given a report that or concluded that it gives minimal environmental impact, and now the NTECL has submitted this final environmental impact assessment to the public's opinion. After the public consultation is done, they will be going for further approvals, including the forest clearance. So where is it present? It is present near the Mukkurthi National Park, and Mukkurthi National Park is in the Nilgiri district of Tamil Nadu. So that can be asked in the examination. Next, how does a pumped storage hydropower work? So we can see here two reservoirs. One is the upper reservoir and the other one is the lower reservoir. They are going to construct an underground tunnel and have a pipeline system. So generally what happens, the water will flow from the upper reservoir to the lower reservoir, and turbine will be rotated by this water flow, and electricity will be generated. This is how every hydroelectric power plant or power project functions. But here what happens is, once the electricity is generated, in certain situation, when there is a surplus power supply, or they are using solar panels to generate electricity, and this electricity is used to send the water back to the upper reservoir from the lower reservoir. So now it acts like a battery storage, where the electricity is used to fill back the potential energy in the upper reservoir. So what happens in a hydroelectric power plant? The potential energy is converted into electric energy. Here, whenever needed, what they will do is, they will convert the electric energy and store the potential energy, which can be used in the future. That is how this pumped storage hydropower work. But what are the ecological concerns? First is, it is very close to the Mukkurthi National Park, which is the habitat of Nilgiri Tahr, tigers, jackals and other species also. Next is, it is going to increase the sensitivity related to landslide, and this area is landslide prone already. And also tunneling or blasting is very riskier with respect to landslide. Apart from that, this might also lead to noise pollution when construction is taking place. And also when they use solar panels, what might happen is, it will lead to pollution, environmental pollution, and a very big challenge with respect to waste management. And now we have to understand about Nilgiri Tahr. It's a state animal of Tamil Nadu, and the scientific name is Nilgiri tragus hylocereus. So that is a scientific name, and it is endangered according to IUCN Red List, and it is protected under the Wildlife Protection Act. It is endemic to Western Ghats, specifically southern part of the Western Ghats, found in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. If the question states that it is endemic to Tamil Nadu, it is not correct. It is endemic to Western Ghats, specifically the southern part of Western Ghats. And the habitat is high altitude grasslands and rocky cliffs above 1200 meters from the sea level. And the population is fewer than 3000 individuals, that is why it is endangered according to IUCN. So what are the adaptation? They are excellent climbers, and specifically they can navigate steep cliffs. Whenever the predators are coming for them, they will just go and stand in the steep cliffs. They have the adaptation that they can stand without falling down, but the predator will fall through the cliffs and might lose their life. So it is one of the special adaptation for them to escape the predators. And social structure, they live in herds, and male is darker. It has a shaggy coat, and it is named as saddleback because it has a dark stripe on the back which looks like a saddle. So it is herbivore in nature. It feeds on grasses, shrubs and herbs of mountain grasslands. Mountain grassland, the meaning is. So rutting season is typically January to March. At this time we can see the male members of the herd fighting for the female members. And this is the Nilgiri Tahr. So you can see here. So it looks like it has a saddle. So we can see here that it looks like it is having a saddle on its back. That is why it is called as saddleback. And most importantly, it is a keystone species of mountain grassland, and they share the habitat with respect to elephants, tigers, leopards and range of endemic plants. They are grasses. Why they are the keystone species of grassland is because they are the grasses, and they help in maintaining the grassland They shape the grasslands. So that is why they are the keystone species of montane grassland. And what are the threats? Habitat loss due to dams, plantation and development projects, fragmentation of population leading to inbreeding, resulting in genetic load, poaching for horns and meat, and there are invasive plants like wattle and pine. This is shrinking the native grassland, leading to resource scarcity. So that is having an impact on the population of Nilgiri Tahr. And what are the conservation efforts? Mukkurthi National Park in Nilgiris, Irayvikulam National Park in Kerala, and Silent Valley National Park. Mukkurthi National Park itself is a UNESCO World Heritage Site inside Western Ghats. And Tamil Nadu has declared it as a state animal to stress the protection. Along with that, NGOs and forest departments, they are trying to protect and restore these grasslands and also they monitor the population. And Project Nilgiri Tahr by Tamil Nadu government, so that is one of the important project to protect the population of Nilgiri Tahr, and it is of the duration 2022 to 2027. So most importantly, this pumped storage hydropower has been asked in the prelims 2024. So it is actually and appropriately discussed. See these terms they are using, because pumped storage is a common term that can be used, that term can be used in many places. Even the overhead tanks we have is pumped storage of water. But pump storage hydropower, that gives us the keyword. In this statement, which of the following is related to power? Only energy storage. You can see this statement. This only speaks about energy. Other than that, irrigation of terraced crop fields, lift irrigation, rainwater harvesting, it speaks about water storage alone. But here what happens? Here also we do the water storage. But for the future usage, we generate hydroelectricity. So in that case, option C is the right answer. Long duration energy storage is the right answer for this question. The next topic we are going to discuss now is Prime Minister Dhan-Dhaanya Krishi Yojana. So what has happened is they have recently launched this Yojana, the scheme, where 100 aspirational agricultural districts have been selected. And in this, the more number of districts have been selected from the Uttar Pradesh. So what is this scheme? The government has launched this scheme where 100 aspirational districts have been identified across 29 states and union territories. And this will focus on agricultural productivity and rural income. At the same time, it is focusing on sustainable development. We will see how. So Uttar Pradesh tops this list where 12 districts have been selected, then 9 districts from Maharashtra, 8 from Rajasthan and 7 Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh and 7 from Bihar. The Department of Personal Training is appointing 100 central nodal offices, mostly joint secretaries, to monitor this scheme's progress. So what is this scheme? So this will boost the agricultural productivity and rural prosperity in low performing districts. How these districts have been selected? They are low performing districts and they are modeled as after this aspirational district program, where aspirational district program is more about, it's like a competition where it will give the boost to improve the productivity of the particular state. Similar way, this is regarding agricultural productivity. So what are the key objectives? Agricultural productivity will be increased and also the farm productivity. Crop diversification so that sustainable agricultural practices are followed, and also it improves the post harvest storage and the value addition at the panchayat and block level. It improves the infrastructure regarding irrigation and also credit availability for the farmers. So productivity, diversification of crops, storage, infrastructural concept with respect to irrigation and credit access for the farmers. So implementation, very important, there is no separate budget. They are converging almost 36 schemes across 11 ministries and departments, and the fund is used for this aspirational district program. A district agricultural development plan will be prepared for each district and then it will be implemented. An annual implementation value of 24,000 crores is planned, and 19 schemes will come from the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare alone. So what is the selection criteria? If that particular district is having low productivity of crops, moderate crop intensity is available and below average credit access. So they are trying to improve these shortcoming in the district. What is the monitoring mechanism? It is assigned to a central nodal officers by the Department of Personnel and Training. So this will ensure convergence and effective implementation. So what is additional topic is that aspirational district program is driven by Niti Aayog, competitive federalism. That is a concept about this Niti Aayog's aspirational district program. It also supports SDG goal 2, where agricultural productivity leading to food security and hence zero hunger, SDG 2, and SDG 8, because of this more employment generated leading to decent work and economic growth. So this program supports SDG 2 and SDG 8. You can use it in the mains. What are the projects linked to this? You can talk about PM Kisan, PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana, PM Fasal Bima Yojana, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. All these can be included under this. Now we will discuss a prelims question regarding this. Consider the following regarding Prime Minister Dhan-Dhaanya Krishi Yojana. The scheme has a dedicated budget allocation under the Ministry of Agriculture. It focuses on convergence of multiple central schemes to improve agricultural productivity in identified low performing districts. The selection of district is based on low productivity, crop intensity and access to agricultural credit. So what is the answer? The first statement is not correct because there is no dedicated budget. Instead, they are converging multiple schemes and they are planning to spend almost 24,000 crores. So in this case, the first statement is not correct. 2 and 3 only is the right answer. The next topic we are going to discuss is Karnataka's Shakti scheme, and this has bagged a world record recognition. And this scheme is basically a free bus scheme for women, transgender and students, and it has issued 500 crore free tickets. That is why it is under this International Book of Records for World Record of Excellence. It's a government scheme of Government of Karnataka where they are issuing free tickets for women, transgender and students. So it has been launched on June 11, 2023. It's the first of Congress 5 guarantees. The Congress gave 5 guarantees, out of which this is the first guarantee. So this scheme allows women, including transgender students to travel free of cost on non-premium state-run buses. Advantages include social empowerment. So the free transportation schemes are increasing the workforce participation rate of women. It is also having economic benefits because more workforce participation, more the increase in terms of state's GDP. And also environmental benefit because it is promoting public transport, leading to reduction in the emissions of greenhouse gases due to individual transport. And also it shows how much a public policy can shape the society. But the challenges include fiscal stress, both sides. One is the availability of fund and also the load on government because it's a free scheme. Next is operational issues. How many buses are available now? The demand has increased and how many buses or the routes are now operational. An equity concern. Who is the beneficiary? How do we identify the beneficiary is an equity concern. Next is behavioral side effect. Freebie cultures. How it is shaping the politics. So that is a very big concern. Now there is a mains question regarding this. Welfare schemes are essential for inclusive growth, but unchecked subsidies can create long-term fiscal stress. Discuss how governments can balance welfare objectives and fiscal prudence through efficiency gains and innovative revenue mobilization strategies. So this question basically you should do a cost-benefit analysis of various social welfare schemes, positives and negative aspects. Then you have to give a solution to address these negative aspects because you can never say that social welfare schemes cannot be present. In a democratic nation, specifically the developing nation, social welfare scheme is mandatory. We are socialist nation and social welfare scheme is one of the base. In that case, you have to give a cost benefit analysis and you should say that we do have negatives, but how are we going to address them? Give various schemes as substantiation, give various success stories, and this will be a very great answer. Now we have come to the prelims focus session. The first topic is Dussehra. So it celebrates the triumph of Hindu deity Lord Rama over the demon king Ravana. So who abducted Sita, Rama's wife? and this is according to epic Ramayana. So this is observed on the 10th day of Hindu calendar month of Ashwina, September to October. So following 9 nights of Sharad Navratri. So Dussehra, thus is 10. So the 10th day. Next is Central Secretariat Service Forum. So this forum strongly condemned the workplace harassments. It is the representative body of all Central Secretariat Service offices. And this is registered under the Societies Registration Act of 1860. It has the members of Central Secretariat Service, Group B officers and Group A officers. Next is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, IRDA. So this has recently alerted the public regarding consumer education website which is fraudulent in nature. So it is constituted, the IRDA is constituted as an autonomous body according to the recommendation of Malhotra Committee in 1999, but later it became statutory body in 2000. So the objective is to promote healthy competition so that it can enhance consumer satisfaction through increased consumer choice and lower premiums, but also ensuring financial security of the insurance market. So win-win situation for both the insurance market and the consumers. Next is NIELIT Digital University. So it is launched by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. The aim is to democratize access to high quality digital education. Under this digital era, digital education is a basic need. In that case, about the National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, it's an autonomous scientific society of MeitY, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and it is deemed to be university under the distinct category by Ministry of Education. The aim is to revolutionize higher education in electronics and information and communication technology domain using digital technologies. There are 5 new centers. One is at Muzaffarpur, Bihar, Balasur, Odisha, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, Daman, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman Diu, and Langley in Mizoram. So these are the 5 centers newly launched. So what is the prelims question? With reference to Bima Suham, consider the following. It is one-stop digital platform to cater all types of insurance needs including life, health and general insurance. It seeks to connect multiple stakeholders such as insurers, policy holders, intermediaries, repositories and external data sources. So see the list of stakeholders. The platform is backed by Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India and supported by the Life Insurance Council and General Insurance Council. All the 3 statements are right regarding Bima Sugam, and D is the right answer for this question. Now we have come to the end of the session. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe, share this video to your friends, and any doubts please do comment, and you can give your mains answer in the comment section. We will evaluate it for you. Thank you. Have a great day.